Howdy folks, it's Turtle here and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we are in the middle, 45% done, of the Germany journey bush trip. We're going to do 2 legs in this video. We're going to break the 1 leg per video rule just because the 7th leg is only 10 minutes long, and I don't want to have when I edit it down, I don't want to have a 3-minute video. So legs 6 and 7 in this video, breaking the 1 leg per video exception. You know the drill, let's get going. Alrighty, we will repair and refuel. We will come down here and turn on the pitot heat and the panel lights. Come on. And turn off this ugly thing and get the timer ready and move it over to start so we're ready to go. Come over here, we'll zoom this out a little bit. Whoa, not that far. Alrighty, where are we and where are we going? We are headed to Echo Delta Quebec Bravo, 20 minutes or so. We're going to start out by going to the main river. The main one, the main river. Take to the skies again and fly over the beautiful countryside of northern Bavaria in the southwest heading for just over 80 nautical miles, and you'll pass by the main river, the longest tributary to the Rhine River. Okay, so we're going to go 217 degrees. Come on, 217 degrees, which is a little bit to the right, like so. What do we look like for terrain? Let's start at 4,000. I think we're over the highest point. Yeah, so let's do 4,000. Flight director, we're going to use nav heading bug for this one so we can sightsee. And then we'll go up 800 feet per minute. Very simple, very straightforward. Where do they put us though? Do we need a back taxi at all, do you think? We are going to back taxi and just get those extra 100 feet in, just because the last time, whoops, wrong view, there we go. Oh, we get the stupid HUD, aren't we? Yes. So we've talked about this before in, come on, what the heck, there we go. In the bush trips, you cannot turn off the HUD in chase cam view. Of course, you can turn off the HUD in regular flight, but this is kind of like a mini game if you think of it that way. So it's all locked down; you can't change anything. Alrighty, we're about to make our turn around here, and then we'll just take off. I think. Did I set everything up? I actually had to pause for about 20 minutes and get some snacks for my kids. Late night snack, coming up on an extended weekend, so I'm not pushing them to go to bed at the normal time, but then that's later. I need to do some parenting. So what are we doing? I don't remember what we're doing. I seriously don't remember. I've been gone for so long. Let me see. I mean, it was just a second for you, but it's been like a couple hours from you. Has it been a couple hours? I don't even know. All right, let's see. What are we doing? We're going to the main river, 6 minutes out at 2:17. We have autopilot set up. Okay, the longest tributary to the Rhine River. And when we get there, we'll read about Würzburg. Okay, I think I got this right. We're going to start the timer now, just because we've been ahead of schedule on everything we do. Now let's get going. Yeah, and then we'll try not to hit that hill right to the right of us, because I was going to engage autopilot right away, but I don't think so. We're going to hit that hill, so we're going to have to hand fly a little bit, which is totally okay, and I'm glad I back taxi, because look at this. We're going to use this entire runway. Wow, okay, up we go. I said up we go. Thank you. Brakes to stop the wheels. Gear coming up. We're just going to keep this heading for a second, as much as I do want to look around. And let's nose down just a little bit to get some speed. Flaps coming in. Whoa. We're cutting it close, folks. But it looks amazing. We are climbing, right? Yeah, let's climb a little bit steeper. Alright, what did it say? 6 minutes? 6 minutes and 9 seconds. Are we able to turn yet? We are. We're still hand flying, obviously. The co-pilot's going to have some words for us. I think it used to say co-pilot. It doesn't anymore. Some offices maybe. Coming up on 217. And I think we're in the clear. I think we can probably use autopilot. Not quite going to do it yet. Bring back props a little bit, keep it out of the red. Yeah, we're in the clear. Let's do autopilot. Have a nice handoff. kind of. Okay, back in the saddle, and I think I have everything under control. How's everybody doing back there? What do you mean you forgot to use the restroom before we took off? Well, we're just gonna have to wait till we land. Alright, we're flying over a little town. We're staying clear of the little bumps in the hills. We're headed to a very long river, which is probably just coming into view on the GPS now. Yep. So we're going to go to that area. Once we do, we'll read about the next POI. So you know the drill. I give you some sightseeing in between points of interest, but I cut it down for time, but you don't miss anything visually. So I'm going to keep an eye on the vitals here while we climb, and we'll give you some sightseeing, and I'll see you when we get to that big river. See you then. Alright, we're about to cross this river, even though we're going to take a little bit longer than they say we should. But there it is, off the nose to the left a little bit and in front of us. So let's get ready for the next POI. Würzburg. Change course and aim your Bonanza to the south-southwest, and you'll soon pass over Würzburg, renowned as one of the most beautiful cities in Bavaria. Really? So 147... for 4.5 minutes. One of the most beautiful cities in Bavaria. Well, let's get to the river first, so we can try to be as accurate as possible. And there it is. So what did it say? 4:22? No, that's the time. 1:47. 1:47. So let's turn left. Why are you turning left, dude? There we go. I must have bumped something. Weird. 1:47 for 4 minutes and 22 seconds. There we go. We get to look at the world as we turn, as the world turns. We're standing still. We're staying still. It's the world that's turning, right? Alright, I'm going to follow this river, it looks like, for 4 minutes, 22 seconds. We're going to look for this town, and then we'll read about the next 2 things as we go. Okie dokie. I will see you in a minute or two. So we're a little early, but I think we're literally on top of the town right now. I just realized this is the town that we're supposed to be looking for. And this is Würzburg. The most beautiful city in all of Bavaria. Unfortunately, we're too high, so from here it just looks like any of the other cities in Europe. But if you want me to come back and do a VFR of this area, we can. Just let me know. There's an airport like right there. So it'll be really easy just to check this out. So anyway, there's that. Let's put the toys away. Let's come inside. Let's come down here and reset the clock because we're ahead of schedule as it is. There we go. And what we're looking for, we're going to turn 143 degrees. So let's do that right away. And we're going to go for 3 minutes to Ossenfurt. Continue on your heading and you'll reach the northwestern Bavarian town of Ossenfurt, located along the main river. So yeah, we're just following this river, right? And then we're going to, what are we going to? Quebec Bravo. So 5 minutes after that, we're going to see another grass strip to find and land on. Quebec Bravo. I don't see it yet, so it's just off screen. Let's say off camera, but off screen. So we're going to keep it zoomed in like that. And in 3 minutes, we'll be very careful about this. In 3 minutes, we're going to turn to 125 and see if that airport comes into view. And then we're going to go to Naughty Windsheim and land there. So that's the plan. 3 minutes, 125 for 5 minutes. Hopefully it'll come into view at some point. Quebec Bravo, not golf. Okay, I'm going to give you 40 seconds outside and we'll try to find this airport. I'm a little bit nervous. A little bit, but we'll figure it out. See you in a moment. Alright, that's what you get. We're ahead of schedule. So, I think this is it right here. We might not be ahead of schedule. We're going to wait till this pops into view. That might be what we're looking for. If it is, then we can fly it in. But if not, we'll set the heading bug and keep looking outside. Quebec. Is it Quebec Bravo? I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be. Come on. Let's see. If I zoom out, it'll disappear because it's a small airport. Let's try to land. What's it look like? A grass strip in the middle of the field. Let's come down here and turn off the autopilot machine. And let's try to find this thing. So according to the GPS, which we have to rely on, unfortunately, it's directly off the nose. So I don't see anything yet. So we kind of want to keep our altitude to be able to see. But we don't want to be so high we can't see, and we don't want to be so low that we can't see it either. So we'll probably have to do a flyby on this one, which you do in real life anyway, right? Especially a grass runway, especially not knowing it very well. You would want to fly over it and then circle to land because you want to check it out anyway. So that's what we're probably going to end up doing because everything looks the same here. There's all these beautiful fields, but somewhere in front of us, one of these beautiful fields is a runway. And based on the reference photo, I can't really tell. So we're going to have to rely on our GPS and our eyeballs. So here we go. Do we have that timer going? Yeah, let's stop the timer. And let's get it out of here. And how come our fuel consumption has been 0? That's weird. That's weird. Anyway. I'm descending a little bit. Keep an eye on our speed as well, even though I'm not talking that stuff out. We're just going to come down a little bit, and then I'll actually attitude up to level off, which will slow us down, as well as level us off, instead of giving more throttle to level us off. Still don't make anything out. I'm just going to check out the scenery as we go. We do have some hills to worry about. Like, to me, that looks like it could be it, but I'm pretty sure it's not. I think that's just a river. I don't see anything resembling a reference photo at all. We're drifting a little bit to the south. Okay, so just before the water. That's kind of helpful. So if I can't make out any water. Yeah, I make out the water. Is that it right there, do you think? That could certainly be it. Can't really tell. We're not set up for landing there anyway because we're going kind of fast, but let's head in that direction and see if that's it. Again, checking out the amazing scenery. Looking good. And then we will go right into the next leg as soon as we land in the same video. Because even though it's been a couple hours for me in real life, dealing with real life things, it's only been a couple minutes for you, I think, once it's edited down. And the next leg is very short. So here we go. I think that is a runway. It looks runway-ish. But I can't quite tell. So we're going to fly over it and do probably a left traffic pattern and come back. Actually, I think I want, even we're going to fly over it, I kind of want to line up as though we're going to land, and then I can hit the heading bug so we know runway orientation. Does that make sense? Although that is no longer looking like the runway. So I really don't know. I don't know where we're going. Reference photo shows trees. I don't see any trees. I do, oh there it is. That's it. See the buildings? Right here. That must be it. Yep. So let's go over it. I think that's it. Sure looks like it. Do we see the brown? Yeah, that's definitely it. And there's the field to the right just about to go into the dash. So let's go like this. Line up with it, which is, yep, there we go, it's marked out. Okay, we're going to line up with it like this. Hit the heading bug. So we have a reference of runway orientation. And then we will come down ever so slightly and make a left traffic pattern. And then land at the airport, but let's stay kind of high so we can see it. We'll just stay high and slow, and then we'll slip it type thing. Whoops, why am I climbing? Because I'm not paying attention. Let's not climb. So now we're perpendicular to the runway. We're going to immediately keep going on a downwind leg. Staying above flap speed. And I don't know the run orientation, and I mean altitude. In real life we would know it, but we don't know it right now. So here we go. Let's keep our altitude about level here. And now we are parallel to the runway again, just above flap speed. The runway is right there with the wing. See it? At the end of the wing, there's our runway. So we have a ways to go. We're going to keep this speed and now this heading for a while, but let's not get too low because it looked like we were getting kind of low to see it. Yeah. Alrighty, we're going to give ourselves a long enough final that we can manage this. So let's start getting ready to turn in. Here we go. You're coming down. And first set of flaps. We'll wait until we're perpendicular to the runway again, and then we'll look out the window. Because again, if we had peripheral vision, this would be so much easier. But we don't. And I think that's a runway over there. So let's turn on to final now. Second set of flaps a little early, but I want to go nice and slowly so I can see what's going on. Keeping our altitude kind of level though. So we're introducing some throttle. Oh, we turned a little too soon. Alright, now we're completely visual. Just keep an eye on our speed. Throttle's back, attitude up. So we slow down. There it is. We got some trees in the way, but we'll figure it out. Okay, let's stay above stall speed. Again, we are going to touch down at about stall speed. I don't know why I keep stalling too soon on this airplane. I said that in the last landing. It's like the perception or perspective of how I'm seated. I always think we're about to touch down and we're much higher than I think, so we stall in the air, which is not good. But I'm doing the best I can with this aircraft. Alright, we don't want to land early. We want to stay above these trees. Oh, it's an uphill. This is a toughie. Oh my, this is an uphill landing with trees in the way. And it's very short. Okay, here we go. What? I damaged my landing gear? Did I bump a tree? I thought trees were freebies. I thought you could hit trees. Well, now I gotta redo this leg. I've been sitting for like an hour. Well, it says continue. I don't know what it's gonna do. That's a new option they gave you to continue, but I'm not sure what it does. Oh, brother. What? I must have bumped a tree because I wasn't near the ground. Boy. Well, if I have to refly it, I will, and then I'll continue the video. But what is continue going to mean? Okay. What? Oh, it's going to do this thing now, where we continue on the ground? What? But we're on the ground. Okay. What? Question is it going to count? What? Is it going to count if we... I know pitot heat's off. If we land now, or do I have to refly? Because if you refly the leg, you actually got to bring your plane back. Restart doesn't really restart. At least it didn't a couple updates ago. Maybe they've updated it now and it does. But previously, when this would happen, you would actually have to fly your plane back and redo the entire leg. You couldn't just start. It wouldn't count it. But maybe that's been fixed. I don't know. Gears down. First set of flaps are still down. Let's get some altitude. Let's try to land. Let's see if it counts. And I guess we have to avoid those trees. I swore trees were freebies. I swore they were freebies. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's just land this thing and yeah, I know. I know the pitot heat is off. Let's land and see what happens here. That is your airport, right? Yeah. That was really strange. That's okay. I'm glad it wasn't... If we'd have to redo the leg, I'm glad it's not like a 45-minute leg or something. Because then I would just set the heading bug towards the airport and let it fly and come back in a couple minutes. You know what I mean? If I have to refly it. Let's not get too high, but... Gears down, first set of flaps are down. I don't know runway orientation now because I reset my heading bug. Which is okay. Where's the runway? I think it's that right there. Yeah, I mean, I didn't smash into the ground. I know it's an uphill runway and stuff, but I didn't smash into the ground or anything. I hit the tree. Where is this thing? Oh, it's back there. Shoot. Okay. Whoops. Alrighty. Second set of flaps. Let's see if we can do this. Do we have to, like, come in from the side and land or something? But it's uphill. So you gotta be really, really careful here. Let's come down from up above. So let's climb a little bit. We'll come down from up above like this. Okay, from this angle it looks a little bit different. Now we're going to avoid the trees. But no, see, the trees are still there, see? So there's, yeah, the trees are there. We're just going to come down from up above. We're going to land kind of uphillish. Get ready on those brakes, because it's going to be tight. There we go. We're down. We're on the brakes. Let's see if this counts or if we have to redo the whole leg. I hope this counts. There's the save icon, and it counted. Okay. Great. I don't feel like that was cheaty or anything, because I swore trees were freebies. They used to be, because we've landed on some things with trees on the runway, and it was fine. So, I don't know. Alright, we're going to do the next leg in this video, so let's get going. Alright, so continuing, it literally continues exactly where we were, so, we're in the middle of the runway, so we're actually going to have to hop outside and see where we are on the runway. Let's just get this stuff off and get ready for the next leg, which is supposed to be fast. We'll see if it really is or not. Repair and refuel. Yeah, we're going to have the back taxi for sure. See those trees? See, I am not crazy. I know I'm going to waste time doing this, but I am not crazy. I mean, and this could have been the runway here too. Who knows? Maybe they'd have parallel runways. See that? I was coming in right here the first time and I clipped those trees. I did not hit this bump because we were still at the trees. Okay, whatever. Whatever we do at the back taxi. Let's hop inside for now and let's read about where we're going, I guess. We are headed to Echo Delta, November Delta. Quick flight, it says. Rothenburg Abdertauben. Lift off from the naughty Windsheim airport and head to the southwest, and you'll soon arrive over Rothenburg, part of Bavaria's renowned romantic road route. It's considered one of the world's best preserved medieval towns, as one of the only 3 in Germany that still has completely intact defensive walls. So that means we should be able to see a town with walls around it, a la Minecraft, right? And shouldn't be a problem. So what we're going to do, we're going to come down here. We're going to aim at 219, which is all the way around. So I might turn around and go downhill to get some speed. and not hit those trees. I think we're going to do that. So 219, 3.5 minutes looking for something with walls around it. Shouldn't be too difficult. And then we'll read about the rest of the stuff and then we'll land. So let's hop over here. Let's zoom this out a little bit. Like that for now. Where are we headed? November Delta, which is down here somewhere. Okie dokie, let's use our outside view for taxi. Get comfortable in our chair. Ignore that nasty HUD. You cannot get rid of it in, what you call it, in bush trips. It's like a mini game type thing. You can't get rid of the HUD. It's all locked in. Everything's locked in. You can't get rid of the HUD in free flight though. Alrighty, so let's see here. And what I mean by mini game is you can't change any of the settings. I think what we're going to do is, because we need all this runaways, we're going to hop inside, and as soon as we get turned around, we're going to go for it. And we're going to hope it works. I'm going to actually skip over to the other runway because there's more room and the trees aren't there. So we're going to stay between those white dots. See that? See those trees on the right? I hit them and it counted as a crash, so whatever. Let's get up. Get up, 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 up. There we go. Get over these trees because we know they count now. Gear coming in. And flaps coming in. And I did not set up autopilot, did I? Because I was so excited about everything else. Flight director. Heading bug, sorry. Vertical speed. No, we gotta do this first. So we're gonna go 5,000. That's been good. Vertical speed, 800 feet per minute. And let's do autopilot right now, just because we can. Look how smooth that handoff was. Yay. And start the timer. There we go. Alrighty. And we're looking for what? 341. We're looking for Little Town. And again, I don't know if I mentioned this in the previous leg, even though this is the same video. I use heading bug with autopilot for looking around, for logistical reasons, for making a video that we can look at. If I were doing this without making a video, I'd probably hand fly the whole thing. And we have hand flown the whole thing too in the video. It's just I end up talking more because they talk about everything I do and we're not outside as much. So that's why we do it this way. Alright, 3 minutes and we'll look for a town with walls around it. I will give you some sightseeing and see you then. We might be there already. There's a town there, but I don't see anything walled in. But we're going to look. We do have a minute left. We're supposed to have a minute left, but we're cruising pretty good. I don't see a walled-in city here, but if we hop outside, do we see any walls? No. Let's see. Looking around the city, no, nothing walled in there. So maybe there's another city yet we're looking for. Could be. Don't see any walls. Let's hop inside. What do we have for time? Well, we're only 47 seconds away from what it said it should be. That definitely doesn't look like a walled-in city, unless we're off a little bit. But I think we turned at about the right time onto our heading. So let's see, 20 seconds. Maybe there's a city up here just under the nose that might be walled in. Alright, we're going to sit on the wing a second here and see if this little city is walled in. If not, we have to move on to the next POI. But, I mean, maybe it was in view and I missed it. That's one nice thing is I can go back, and you can go back if you Google this stuff if you want to, and look it up in the maps. No, that's not walled in either. I thought it was going to be this really cool, obvious thing, but I guess it's not. Okay, maybe it's that one right there. Could be. Well, let's hop inside anyway and have that view ready to go and look at the next thing. Alrighty, so Schilling first. Head south-southeast in the 6.6 nautical miles. You'll pass Schilling first, a noble western Bavarian town along the romantic road route. Alright, let's hop outside to look at that town. Is that one walled in? No. Okay, well that one is a bummer. We kind of failed on that one, but that's okay. Alright, we're turning 1:45 for 2 minutes. Let's restart this first. And 1:45 I think I said. 1:45. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There you go, 1:45, right? For just 2 minutes. So we're going to look for another town over here. That isn't too far away if it's only 2 minutes. Maybe it's this one right here for all we know. I don't want to say we're lost, but we don't exactly know where we are either. Gosh. I'm kind of bummed about that walled-in town. That was supposed to look kind of cool. Anyway, there's a town up here somewhere. A minute out only. So I don't know. Let's read about the next one and get ready. Then we're going to go to Freshwagen. Fitzwagen. A few minutes past Schillingfürst, you reach Freshwagen, which traces its lineage to a Benedictine monastery first mentioned in historical records in 818 or 819. So if they have a monastery all built up for us, it'll be cartoonish, because it always is. It'll be easy to spot. If we're even in the right spot, we might be off a little bit, which will make things kind of difficult. But the scenery is gorgeous. That's all I'll say about that. Kind of think we should. I have a feeling we should be turning now, to be honest. I think we're kind of past it. So let's go 157. Well, no, if we're past it, going to 157, then we actually want to turn later. I don't know. We'll turn in a minute here. Let's look at all these little villages and towns sprawled out on the countryside. That's all we can do right now. That must look pretty cool there. I like the haze in the distance. There's a little town in front of us. I don't know. Maybe that town in front of us is what we're supposed to be looking at and then turning. I honestly can't tell you. They all look the same. If I knew the area, obviously I would be a much better tour guide. But I'm not. I don't know the area. Alright, let's restart the timer. And let's go what now? 157. So that's going to be up to 157, which isn't much of a turn. But in 2.5 minutes, we're supposed to find another town. Okay. Yeah. Not sure. So we're going to look for that. And then 2 minutes after that, we're going to look for Dinkelsbühl. Due south of Freshwagen, and you'll pass by Dinkelsbühl, a former free imperial city of the Holy Roman Empire, which lies off the Franconian Heights in the Vornitz River along the romantic route. I have a feeling we should be having a much stronger appreciation for this area than I am at the moment, so I apologize to all of those who know this area. But we're doing the best we can. I don't see any cartoonish objects sticking out, which would indicate a POI to look at. But we're going to look around anyway for a moment. Maybe there's something up there. It says this next thing is on a river. Okay, there's Dinkelsbühl right there, because there's the thing for it. And then we're headed here to November Delta. Okay, so that's where we're supposed to be. We're kind of ahead then. Yeah, we're way ahead. And then that's where we're headed. So once you get to this area, we'll go about 93, and then we'll look for the airport, which is another grass strip. Hopefully it doesn't crash us this time if we run into any trees. So there's Dinkelsbühl there, and then we'll be turning left here in a moment to find the runway. And hopefully it'll go better than last time. That's all I've got to say. Okie dokie. Well, we weren't too far off, just a little off. Just a little. Yeah, we're not going to turn left quite yet, but this is why I concluded this in the same video. It's only been a couple minutes and it's going quickly. And we're already about to land. So, look outside together one more time, and then we'll turn left and land the airplane, and then wrap it up for the video. And then we'll continue another day on our Germany journey bush trip. And enjoying it so far. Yeah, I don't know. To me, this isn't average. I'm enjoying this averagely. compared to the other ones. I like that lake down there with the forest surrounding it. Okie dokie, are we ready to turn left? Kind of. Let's head towards 93, which is this way, and then we'll take over manually in a moment here. 93, there we go. How close was that? Not too shabby. Okay, what was I saying? I just had a real life break. I just had to pause the sim for like 5 minutes. So I don't know what I was saying. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. Whoa. Amazing. But guess what? We have to land a plane very soon. So let's turn that off because that's annoying me. We don't need it. Let's turn this off. We don't need it. And there's an airport directly in front of us, apparently. We can get gear down now, I guess. We're not going too fast for gear, are we? We might be. Yeah, we're fine. Alrighty, uncomfortable descent. That's just the way it's going to be. Let's look at our reference photo. There's a big white building. And then a runway that hopefully is marked. So we're going to look for some big white buildings with some red roofs around it. And we'll find it. Probably have to do a flyby for this one too. Then we'll have to land. Is it over here? Can't really tell. When we get to flap range, we'll do first set of flaps. No, it's directly in front of us, it says. Directly in front of us. Let's bring this in one more. Now we're about to go over it for a set of flaps. I don't see it yet. Do you? Maybe you do. I'm going to look here carefully. Maybe it's here behind these trees. Are there trees in the reference photo? There are. On one side. On the building side. I don't know. I don't see anything. Two sets of flaps. Is there a road? Not real. Well, there's dirt roads. Okay, let's get some let's get some throttle going here. Now we're so low we can't see, so let's climb. Even we got full flap. I know, climb with full flap. We need to get high enough that we can see more. Because if you get too low, you lose sight of everything. I don't see anything. I don't see anything that resembles an airport. Wait, is it over there? That might be it there. That might be the building and the trees right here. Is that it? What's it say? Maybe. Maybe that's it. Nope, it's right here. Right here in front of us. Whoa, think we can make it? Think we can do this without a flyby? We should be able to. Doesn't look like there's anything there to hit. So let's just stay right above stall. Let's try to get our first smooth landing. We haven't had any... We've had okay landings. But we haven't had any good landings in this entire bush trip with this plane for some reason. Again, I think it's all because of my seating position. It's really hard to get perspective. But we'll try our best here. Is this the airport? I think it is. Yeah, this is it. Of course it is. Alright, let's come in. Let's stall right before we touch down. Nice and smooth. Oh boy, not that soon. Again. There we go. There. Oh, that was bad. Oh, it's because I thought we're going to touch down and we're still 15 feet up because of the way I'm seated. I gotta figure this out. This is not how I normally land. If you've never seen my flying before, none of this bush trip is my normal landing. It's been terrible. Jeez. Anyway, we'll try to figure it out. We got a few legs left with this plane. And I'm sure we'll see this plane again. So you got to figure out the perspective so I can land smoothly. Enough excuses. You know the drill. One leg per video going forward now. Like, subscribe so you know when it drops. And I'll see you next time.